Hi everyone, welcome to Texas City Tales. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Ramari.
And today we're talking with Barbara and Amanda from Success on the Spectrum. Thanks so much for being here, y'all.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us about Success on the Spectrum. How long have you all been operating in Texas City?
So we opened in May of last year. So we have been open, what is that, a little over a year?
Just a little over a year.
Yeah, a little over a year now. But the whole thing sort of started quite a while before that. Our CEO and owner, Kelly, saw a big need in this area. We're the only ABA clinic in Galveston County, last we checked. So she saw a big need for it in this community and opened it up down here. Did about 6 months of sort of research on where she was going to go. We decided on a couple different locations and ended up where we're at now, and we love it.
Yeah. Well, we love having you.
So for those of us who aren't as familiar, what kind of services do you offer? Like, what exactly is an ABA clinic?
So ABA is Applied Behavior Analysis. It is the only very research-based therapy for children with autism. And the reason that's so important is because insurance will pay. So insurance doesn't typically pay for things like music-based therapy, play therapy, but they will pay for our services. It's not to say the others aren't important and equally beneficial for children with autism, but insurance will pay for our services. It's a very intensive therapy, usually high amount of hours. Most of our clients are full-time at 30 to 40 hours a week, so they're typically with us instead of school. We like to get them as early as possible. Early intervention is really key. And they come to us. We work on skill acquisition, things they might learn in school, really foundational skills, as well as some of our learners have a lot of problem behaviors that make attending a school or a traditional learning facility really difficult. So we want to reduce those. And the ultimate goal, is to get them into a more traditional learning facility.
So I know you said early intervention is key. Like, what kinds of things can parents look for to know if maybe they should have their child like evaluated, or just kind of things to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, delays in language, any communication skills. There are other kind of stereotypical red flags for autism, things that you might see like walking on their toes, not making eye contact, not having an interest in peers, mainly working towards being around adults. Not paying attention to things, even things like lining up toys or playing with toys in a weird way, like just spinning wheels on cars as opposed to actually playing with them, how cars are meant to be played with. Some of those are kind of some red flags that you might see.
So Success on the Spectrum, is it specifically for children with autism, or do you also okay.
Yeah. The thing about ABA is it would work with any diagnosis, but insurance requires that autism diagnosis. ABA has been applied to many different things. People without any kind of diagnosis, you can see it applied to even sports and different things like that.
Right.
But for the services we provide, they require that autism diagnosis.
Okay. How would someone go about applying for your services?
So they need to have that diagnosis by a medical professional. So that's either an MD or a PhD. And then give us a call if we're in network with your insurance. We have a whole application process. You'll come in, do a tour, sit down with one or both of us, get some more background information on your kid, learn more about us, go through a whole intake process. There's a lot of authorizations that have to go back and forth between us and insurance. We are currently actually waitlisted pretty substantially, but we're always adding people to that wait list, and sometimes your name comes up a lot faster than you would expect it to if other people sort of drop off. So we try not to have families get discouraged by the fact that we do have such a long wait list, because stuff happens. People maybe found a different clinic, maybe they're in school, maybe they moved, whatever it is, they can sort of bump up that wait list fairly quickly sometimes.
We actually just had our first two graduations in the last month, so that was really exciting for us, and it was bittersweet, but it opened up 2 spots for 2 more kiddos that we could bring in.
Awesome.
So,
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, cut right there. I was going to say, I know that you also offer like sometimes virtual discussions and sessions.
So we try to
Right.
do free community events as often as we can. We try to do them about once a quarter. And those may be what you're referring to is we have done virtual parent workshops.
Yeah.
Our last one was all on the IEP process for special education and how to go about being your child's best advocate. We have also done free workshops in person in our clinic that are sort of Autism 101. Where do you start? This is a
Right.
difficult journey and trying to help guide parents through that. We've also just done some fun events. Last year around the holidays, we did pictures with the Grinch.
Yeah.
We had someone dress up as the Grinch. We set up our whole clinic. We had the Grinch movie playing. We try to give back to the community as often as possible.
Yeah.
And we know we can only physically provide services for so many kids. So doing these free community events really gives us an opportunity to branch out to kids that maybe for whatever reason can't actually come into our facility.
Absolutely.
And we actually have a event coming up in October. On October 21st, Success on the Spectrum is hosting our 6th Annual Autism Festival. It is unfortunately not in Texas City this year. It is in the Southwest Houston area. But if you go on our website, successonthespectrum.com, you can find it on the
Hold
events
on, guys.
page.
Sorry, I got to pause.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, you're doing good. It's me. I need a tissue. You were doing really good.
I know. I was all in it. Like, where is she going?
I was like, I can't even speak off camera. But I tried to wait until you had like a clear cut. I was starting to like tear up a little bit. Okay. My son has autism, and we've actually been to some of those events that like you were talking about, like the Grinch one. He absolutely hated the Grinch.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah. But we got to tour the facility and all that kind of stuff, and that's when you guys said that there was a kind of a wait list, and he's done a lot of therapy, so he doesn't necessarily, I think, need like as much as other kids. And he's doing really well in school and getting therapies and stuff there. So I like promote you guys.
Thank you so much.
But just like remembering like the Grinch and then like the last event and stuff, I was like, oh my God, my baby.
What have I done here? Let me see a picture. I'm sure I'll remember.
Okay.
I was in the back playing with the
Yes.
kids
Yeah.
the whole time. So.
I will. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start again with the October event.
Okay.
So just in case it wasn't like a clear cut.
So in October, Success on the Spectrum is hosting our 6th Annual Autism Festival. It's a free event open to anyone. Unfortunately, this year it's not in Texas City. It is in Southwest Houston. But if you go on our website, successonthespectrum.com, go to the events page, you can find all the information. Last year, we had a blast. We had so many vendors. Our Texas City location had a bubble booth, which was awesome, especially in the heat. We got to play in water and bubbles all day. There was well over 1,000 people in attendance last year. And from everything that I've been told, they're expecting this year to be bigger.
Awesome.
So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of sensory-friendly games. There's a lot of food vendors. There was a inflatable mechanical bull
Yeah.
last year. All sorts of fun activities for the kids, and everything is free and open to anyone in the community.
That's such a great service that y'all provide by doing that.
Well, it's really important because there are so many people that don't have access to services. And in the state of Texas, over the last year, Medicaid has started paying for ABA, but they have made it very difficult for providers to be able to provide those services. And so it's important that people offer as much as they can for the people that don't have access to services while we're still trying to fight the fight and be able to provide Medicaid services for these families.
Absolutely. I know another event that you guys are sponsoring with our Texas City Police Department is the Family Bike Festival.
Yes.
So can you tell us what you guys are going to do for this event?
So we are going to have a special needs bike course and a little special needs booth. We're going to make everything really sensory friendly and have a much smaller bike course for those kids that do have a variety of special needs. It doesn't just have to be autism. We're going to have ourselves, Kelly, our CEO, as well as hopefully some of our staff members coming with us and sort of help guide the kids through our much smaller course. And since we we'll have a bunch of staff members there. We're all obviously very versed in helping kids with special needs, and can be a little bit more comforting to those kids since we're used to it a little bit more.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you guys. When I heard everything y'all were doing, I thought that is just such a great addition to that event. I mean, I think it's amazing.
I'm really excited for it, and I'm really glad it is happening. I know it was originally planned for quite a while ago, so I'm really glad that we are still able to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Texas weather.
Yeah. Ruins the best plans.
I love it.
Yeah, I live locally, and I had seen the flyer, and it had said something about special needs, so I sent it to Kelly, and I was like, do you know anything about this? And so we just reached out, and I know she's had the opportunity to meet with some of the people in the city, and it's been really great for us to really reach out into the community and do more.
Oh, well, we appreciate you guys
We
for
appreciate,
everything that you do.
we appreciate you guys inviting us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you again to Success on the Spectrum for joining us today. Thank you to the City of Texas City for sponsoring this podcast. If you know an entrepreneur or someone doing amazing work in Texas City, like Success on the Spectrum, please recommend them in the comments below. New episodes will air every Wednesday on the city's Facebook page, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are streamed. Have a good day.
Bye.